Okay, round two. This is my first um my first round of this did not work at all. So round two attempt of doing this live, hopefully without any technical errors with my headphone set. And we're gonna see how this one goes. So back to what I messed up on earlier. Again, this is round two. And hoping that this works. And that my headphones don't fail me again after they've been charged. Um, so this whole video is gonna be how, like, why I have a service dog. Since I was saying earlier, a lot of people, especially new ones that have been coming to this channel, have been really questioning why I have a service dog. I've also been accused of people thinking that I stage everything that happens. I had one comment earlier that said, "Oh, you just hire people to come and hit your dog," which I don't have to. No. So um, hello everybody. So the whole reason behind this one is going to be just to explain, I guess, a little bit of that. I also have it on my TikTok, so you can go check that out. It's at service SD coda, SD underscore coda, and then our Instagram is service dog coda or Dakota. I don't remember. Um, yeah, my phone microphone's been really goofy recently, so I have to get that figured out, and I didn't know how to use my headset yet, so I'm gonna have to make um yeah it didn't. That is really hard to read. um So I guess the whole point behind this one. Oh, yeah, let me know if my headphones just conk out again, so that I don't have to sit here talking really quietly. Hi, Rachel. um, so I guess the whole reason behind this video is going to just be to explain a bit about what um Coda does and why she does it. So I think my biggest thing with Coda is her task work for PTSD. So a lot of people don't know that I was given up for adoption when I was really young, like about 2 months old, because my mother couldn't take care of me. My dad left at a really young age because he wanted a boy. So I ended up being adopted by my grandfather, who had me from the age of about 2 to 14. And he was really abusive. He was one of those parents that believed in heavily spanking their kids, and no free time, no friends, no social life at all. And he was very verbally, sexually, and physically abusive towards me through the ages of 2 to 14. So I think it's about 12 years. And through that and schooling, I ended up with a lot of PTSD, I guess is the best way to put it. So I got heavily bullied in school for I don't even know what reasons. And and my grandfather didn't help any. I would get hit almost daily, and food wasn't the greatest because I grew up really poor. So a lot of that, and then oh yeah, and then I also ended up in a burning building because I grew up in an apartment building, and my building burnt down to the ground, which grew me a lot of PTSD towards fire alarms, fires, smell of smoke, and then I also had really bad trauma towards men. So for a couple of years while I was in really hard therapy, I didn't I wouldn't go near a man, I wouldn't talk to men, I wouldn't even come in, like, I wouldn't touch him with a 6 foot pole. Men were not my thing. I didn't like them until I ended up being in therapy for about 3 or 4 years, which brought it down a little bit. So Coda does a lot of task work for PTSD. A lot of the time she'll alert me if my heart rate goes higher than I think 145 is what we've done our training at. So 145 is where we inserted her alert to go, hey, you're not doing well, and then we'll sit down and do DBT, or she'll lick my hand, whatever she um, feels is the best thing to do. And then I also have, we think it's reactive hypoglycemia, which means that when I eat food, my body takes it in, and then it raises my blood sugar really high, and then it'll drop it down really low to like the twos and threes, and then it'll stabilize. So what I've done with Coda is we taught her to alert to 4 to 4.5. She'll alert somewhere in there if it's dropping quickly. and then she'll give me the timing to take whatever I need or do whatever medications I need to help bring it back up. Or if it's just eating, then she'll tell me to do that. Um, she does a lot of tasks for mobility, not heavy mobility, but light mobility. So she does the basic guide work, finding benches, buildings, walking sidewalks. She can open doors, dressers, cabinets, basic things. She can pick up things I've dropped. She can retrieve things for me if I need them. So if I need my medication, she can go retrieve them and bring them back. If I need, like, if I drop something like a pill bottle or something that's important and I can't bend down to physically get it up, she'll pick it up and bring it to me. And those are, I don't even know where some of those came from. I've had a lot of concussions through different things. I've had concussions from bullying. I've had concussions from hitting my head off walls. I've had concussions from falling downstairs. I had concussion from falling off horses. So I used to do horseback riding. So a lot of what I have with my balance issues can come from that, and my memory loss issues come from that. And then at one point I got bucked off a horse into a wall, and I really did damage to my knee, my left knee. So Coda can do a lot of like counterbalance. She knows how to brace. We don't usually do that too often with her unless I absolutely need it. So those are the basic mobility tasks that she knows. So those are most of the like major reasons why I have Coda and what she's a service dog for. I get a lot of people who will comment on my videos and say, well, your dog is an ESA, so it's not allowed to be out there. It shouldn't be in public access. I don't know why you're bringing your dog out. And Coda is not an ESA. Like, yes, I guess in a way she provides emotional support just in general, but her main objective of being somewhere is not emotional support. She has an actual job that she's doing. She's keeping an eye out for blood sugars, heart rates. She's keeping an eye on my balance. She's keeping an eye on my breathing. And all those things that she's like actually keeping an eye on is what makes her not an emotional support animal. So I always find it really interesting when I see videos of people, or not videos, but comments on my videos of people going, your dog's an ESA, it shouldn't be there, or you must stage your content because not everyone runs into that many issues. And I actually do run into a lot of issues, and not all of them I choose to record. I only really record and post the major ones that I have. I don't comment, or I don't bother to like post or record any of the less major ones, because the main reason I recorded my videos in the first place is for protection. I like to make sure that I'm recording them and keeping track of things in case for whatever reason something happens, because I've seen too many of my friends and their dogs get attacked by dogs in malls or stores or sidewalks. Like, I had a friend the other day, or probably a couple weeks ago actually, and her dog, she has a really big dog. It's like a Caucasian Shepherd, I think. And it ended up getting attacked and bit in the face by a Shih Tzu at the mall. And we're really lucky that her dog didn't have to retire. But it's things like that that really, hello, Shadow King Blaze. But it's things like that that make us, hello everybody. I don't want to go through everyone's names. But it's things like that that make me record in the first place. I don't just, yeah, I know Coda's at my door, but she's gonna stay out there. But it's things like that really make me record things in the first place. So to have people say like, oh, you're staging it, or you just record things that are interesting and post those, and I'm like, well, technically yes, I post things that I find interesting, and I do that not only because I find them interesting, I like to educate other people who don't know, but I also do it because I like to keep track of what happens to her and what happens to me and our training, because I like going through the videos, like especially now compared to, I think my first video was posted like 8 or 9 months ago, almost a year soon, I think. And I like to go through those videos and see how much she's changed, because I remember when Coda's like a little puppy and she was like 3 months old, and we ran into our first dog at our school campus, because Coda grew up at our school campus. And I remember the first dog we came across, Coda was an absolute mess. She wasn't in vest or anything at that point because she was still only like 2-3 months old. And she was like a barking, lunging mess. She was horrible, and I was so embarrassed to have her. And it ended up a few months later after we worked on it with our friend and her dog Spirit, who was a service dog. I think she's retiring now. And I worked on it with her and her dog, which really helped Coda get past her barking phase, and eventually she got into a staring phase where she just stare at them. And now we're at a point where she looks at them and then will look away and then look back. And eventually I'd like to get her to a point where she'll just look at them and then continue walking. But I like to do these videos so that I can see how Coda acts now, especially in comparison to how she acted like 6 or 7 months ago, when she was still in the heavy stages of her training. So I always find that just fun to look at. So it's always interesting when people comment random things. I think I made an entire video about the hate comments I've gotten recently-ish on Coda's videos, especially with the ones where people call her an ESA, which I always find funny because she's not. But yeah, the main purpose of this whole one was just to go over all of Coda's tasks and why I have her in the first place, since I'm not sure if I've ever truly gone over why I have her, which obviously it's for like the PTSD, the trauma, my blood sugar issues, and then my basic mobility issues. So it makes her a multi-purpose service dog, and we might be bringing her into cardiac alert soon as well, depending on the results of my EKG coming up. So hopefully we'll have more coming in after that. My cats are at the door. But yeah, I hope that answered some people's questions about Coda and kind of why I have her, what her tasks are, and but I guess also kind of proof that she isn't an emotional support dog. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching, and I'm hoping to be able to do more actual videos soon once I figure out how to get my microphone fixed on my phone. So I will keep in touch through the community section of of YouTube, and I'll keep you guys updated about hopefully when our next videos will come out. I do have 3 or 4 packages. You're late. I do have about 3 or 4 packages coming in right now. I have one that's a mystery one, Secret Santa, that will be coming in hopefully this week. That I can do a live or I can do a video, whatever you guys want done. Just I'll make a whole section, a community section under YouTube, and you guys can pick what you wanted. Hello, everybody. And then I also have a vest coming in, which should be here in the next couple days. And I have her handle for her Yup harness, which I don't think you guys have seen yet unless you follow our Instagram. Our Instagram is Service Dog Coda. You check us out there, you'll get a lot of the updated gear that we grab. And then we have one more thing coming in, I believe. I don't remember what it is though, but a lot of things are coming. We have a vest, we have our handle, we have vest, handle, and our Secret Santa gift. Those are the 3 that I can remember off the top of my head. So let me know. I'll post a post later on the community section of YouTube. You guys can let me know if you want those as lives, or if you want them as videos, or if you want to see them at all. So just let me know. It was fun making this. I'll keep you guys updated as when I get my phone fixed, and I hope I'll be able to post normal videos soon. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!